But meanwhile, back at Rarity's place, she's starting to. Well, she sees that it really wasn't that bad. Everything Sweetie Belle did is like I mean, it's what the cleaned up room. It really is nice to have everything put away, and it actually the way she put everything away gives Rarity even better inspiration. So there's that. The sweater fits on the cat now, which Rarity likes. I mean, I think we've seen that before. That was the solution, but whatever. Yeah, Rarity likes it even more than most people would. I don't know, but okay. And then finally, she needs just one more sapphire for her. She's one sapphire short for her project, so she goes to pick one off of Sweetie Belle's arts and crafts project, which it turns out is a picture of her and Rarity inside a blue gem heart. So, okay, that's Rarity's heart melts, and she swipes a line from Gone with the Wind, which is the one movie even dramatic enough for her. As Celestia is my witness, I shall never be sisterless again. She takes off to find Sweetie Belle, who's roasting marshmallows with the Apple Sisters, and yeah, she apologizes, tries to take it back. Sweetie Belle, wait for it. Frankly, my dear, doesn't give a damn. I think you'll all be here all week. But anyway, yeah, she says. I mean, basically she's not ready to accept her apology. She thinks that okay, now she could. I mean, now that she's seen that there are sisters like Applejack, she thinks that she's more ready to put the blame on Rarity now. Just like, why can't you be more like that, or whatever. So I'm going to adopt Applejack as my sister now, and I mean Applejack. That's more than she bargained for. So she, I mean, isn't exactly supporting this either. She actually kind of wants them to shake whatever to make up. So okay, and meanwhile Apple Bloom is like, wait a minute, we're sisters. Like, get it, invade. Sweetie Belle's invading her space. So okay. Anyway though, Rarity, I mean, tries to sort of take it back, tries to say, well, no, I have a list of things we could do together, but they're all things that Rarity wants to do, so I mean, she's only half learned her lesson here. So, yeah, Sweetie Belle just gives up on her, turns in with Apple Bloom. So Rarity and Applejack talk it over. Applejack gives her the modest wisdom of give and take, which, yeah, being sisters is like apple pie. You can have apples and you can have great crust, but only together can you have a great apple pie, which, yeah, there's a metaphor for the ages there. But, okay, so Rarity hears Applejack's words and knows what she needs to do. So, okay, the next day, they're at the social, the big carnival event, and Rarity is not there, but the Apple Sisters and Sweetie Belle are. So, okay, and even they're going through it. I mean, it's the Apple Sisters are having a good time, but Sweetie Belle, it's like even though she said she was disowning Rarity, it's like somehow she keeps coming back to her. Like, yeah, she can't let her go, even though she's mad at her. Like, every event she's like, oh, Rarity wouldn't like this. I bet she'd just say that it's bad too. Like, she really wishes that, still wishes it was different with her and Rarity. So, okay, then it comes time for the race that, everyone was excited to enter, everyone but Rarity. So, okay, and then the sisters reveal they've got a surprise. They're going to let Sweetie Belle race with Applejack to be sisters for a day. So, okay, and Sweetie Belle's overjoyed because she thought she was going to have to sit out the race, and she really wanted to do it, do all these farm obstacles and stuff. So, okay, they get off to a start. The first obstacle is a mud hurdle to clear, and for some reason, Applejack, the ultimate farm pony, is the only one who falls into it. So, okay, but she climbs out the other side. They're in last, but yeah, Sweetie Belle bounces right along. Applejack, now covered in mud, keeps right up, and they actually just blow through every challenge really fast. Like grapes, they have to throw them up into the tub to make grape juice, stomp them down. Everyone else is like kind of trying to throw them up. Applejack, covered in mud, runs up, flips them right into the tub in one throw, and Sweetie Belle stomps them right down. I think Sweetie Belle's doing Pinkie Pie's thing. I don't know if I ever saw Sweetie Belle do this before, but yeah, she's like bouncing up and down instead of walking. So I don't know. I think that was Pinkie Pie's thing, but okay. And Sweetie Belle too now, apparently. So okay, they keep going, they keep getting through everything, and I mean, they're both really good at this, and right at the end when they take the lead, they start just like enjoying it, both doing that bounce thing, and so the last pair of sisters they just pass like dart by them as fast as they can, and so it becomes a sprint to the finish, and they just barely come up short. So they come in second, but okay, even so, it's like whatever. Sweetie Belle had a great time. They did have to start from the back after the mud hurdle, but so yeah, Sweetie Belle had a great time. She's just really happy to do this. She hugs Applejack, which knocks off her hat. And wait a minute, Applejack doesn't have a horn, and so yeah, brushes off the mud. It's Rarity, and she and Applejack collaborated on this plan to switch places at the mud hurdle. So okay, and then well, yeah, they just make up, which all that. I mean, I don't know if there's anything worth noting. Well, there is worth apart from that they realize that yeah that Rarity did this for Sweetie Belle, that they should. I mean, she does want to be her sister and all that. There's also the gag at the end where Rarity's like, well, let's treat ourselves to a celebration. Where at? And then Rarity's like, oh, well, the spa, of course. And everyone else cracks up while she's like, no, I'm serious. So that Rarity. Okay, but they spend the rest of the day playing together. Out in the rain, so Rarity concedes to get a little messy and playing dress up, teaching Sweetie Belle to cook, which she still burns down the house, but a half-decent apple pie comes out of it. So, okay, they write their letter to the princess, and Spike, when they start, is there transcribing it, and when they start arguing over whether the moral of the day here is it's necessary to get a little dirty or a lot dirty, Spike turns his cameo into a speaking one and says, okay, well, what about just a happy medium? So they agree. So Spike with the assist at the end. But, okay. And this one, I'd have to say, is borderline another really good one, which seems to be all I say lately, but, well, I guess season 2 really did come out of the gate swinging, so, alright, I mean, what was there to say? It's a really genuine, I guess, it's a true look at sibling relationships. I mean, yeah, I have little brothers and a little sister, but actually, for whatever reason, this reminded me more of my little brother, where, yeah, Sweetie Belle, I mean, she wants to help, but I mean, she's not, considering, I mean, she's, impetuous about it and does some harm, so I mean, I definitely sympathized with Rarity here, just like trying to keep things together and like, then losing out on some stuff that's pretty important to her, so, yeah, I mean, I definitely feel her pain there. It would have been pretty annoying, actually, what's more that just they keep repeating this gag, but they really get across what a sincere attempt it was on Sweetie Belle's part, so you can't be mad at her either. She's trying so hard, she really genuinely wants to make Rarity happy. I mean, she lives up to her name here. She's so sweet. I mean, seriously, Sweetie Belle probably just went, in this episode, probably just went from the most disposable cutie mark crusader to the most distinct now. I think she's probably, I mean, my favorite one now. I mean, this was absolutely adorable. You clearly see what kind of a character she is here, just like little rapscallion, just, I mean, not totally, I mean, just like, no, I mean, not like saintly or anything like that, but just really sweet, really like kind of plucky, hopeful, and then, but yeah, I mean, I mean, a lot of people say, oh no, little kids aren't like that. They're a bunch of little brats. I mean, they only think for themselves. That's just human nature. They think for themselves until they're old enough. Well, actually, no. That different people, and that goes for when you're kids too. Some kids really are just that sweet. I mean, yeah. I mean, well, generally, if a kid goes bratty or spoiled, it's because they've been, right, especially bratty, I should say. I tend to think that's because they've been made to feel like they need to be to get by. So I mean, yeah, I have no problem believing that Sweetie Belle, she just wants to be with her big sister. I mean, that comes from a sincere place. So yeah, she seems like it's. I mean, I had no problem buying that she's just kind of that much of a, well, that much of a Sweetie Belle. That is. Okay, I don't even know what a Sweetie Belle is, if that's anything, but okay, her name fits, I guess, is the way to sum it up in one word, which I seem to be bad at today. But okay, so there was that. Rarity is good in this episode. Very funny. Uh, I mean, identifiable too. You feel for her. I mean, in many ways, she's the main character here. She undergoes the change, and you want to see her pull it off too. So that was good. And then Sweetie Belle too. Sweetie Belle is great here. Like I said, I mean, just really lovable, and I mean, just and she's not perfect either. She does start holding a grudge against Rarity, but I mean, I don't know. You see where it's all coming from. I wish I could describe it better, but I mean, she's I don't know, she's just like the combination of enthusiastic and like really sincere, I guess, that just completely won me over there. The Apple Sisters, more of a thankless role, but they get to shine too. Like how, I mean, Applejack really gets to show off her sincere, sort of nurturing side, her warmth and all that, and her, I mean, modest sort of wisdom too. She is sort of, I think we've seen that she's probably the most mature of the friends, except maybe for Twilight. I mean, they're mature in different ways, but I mean, otherwise, everyone else has like a true shortcoming. And I mean, Applejack, she has things she could learn, but she's, the one who I guess she's on a farm, caring for herself every day. She has to learn, and she has. She's probably, like I said, she's one of the more mature members, and that comes into play here. She helps Rarity out. She, I mean, even puts herself on the back burner for the race to help these sisters solve their problems. So, I mean, much appreciated from her. And then Apple Bloom, I mean, she's kind of, I guess, played just like there so Applejack can demonstrate the right way. But she's fun this time around in the moments she gets. She's, I guess, I don't know, a little more rough and tumble than Sweetie Belle maybe, but yeah, what differences? Trying to think of other differences. Just, I mean, yes, Apple Bloom is more uncouth, which was kind of fun, but okay, but just yeah, all in all, great show from them. Even though I didn't think the beginning was that funny, if that's what it was also supposed to be, I thought it worked for other ways. But there are still some good gags in this episode, like the moment where the Apple Sisters corral a bunch of sheep into their pens. I mean, a lot of things on this farm, not just apples, but yeah, the sheep are pushed into the pen, and then as they're congratulating each other, the sheep are like, "Well, you could have just asked," and they just slam the door in their face. Which, okay, sucks to be a sheep, but yeah, or Granny Smith announcing the start of the race, where yeah, she's trying to figure out how a megaphone works, and just yeah, Granny Smith is a good gag character, but okay, so that was very good. I mean, it's not quite as good as the last one, but yeah, that's a lot to live up to. I mean, that one was probably one of their best episodes. This one is not a contender for the best, but I mean, it's up there with the. I'd say it at least deserves to be listed among the cream of the crop because it just, yeah, really good all the way around. And, well, I mean, some of it was great. I mean, some of it might have been a little on autopilot, but I mean, it all comes out. It's for all they put into it. It comes out as a standout. So, okay, I'll stop mincing my words here, but and on with it. The next episode is the Cutie Box. So, see if season 2 can keep up what is so far a pretty impressive batting average. So, okay, I'll see you there.